Don't you know to gas up before you hit the back roads?
I did. I started with a full tank.
When?
This morning.
Where? New York?
Hartford. And I didn't think I was on the back roads. The line on the map was thick and black. His mouth tightened.
Thick and black. So what did you think you were seeing out here? Superhighway? Didn't you begin to wonder when there weren't any other cars on the road?
I assumed that's just how main roads are. He nodded.
You assumed that's how main roads are. His voice hardened. Baby, no main road is like this. He shot a scowl through the windshield. Where the hell are we, anyway?
Grateful to have something to do, Lily quickly lifted the map from her lap and studied it. Here, I think, she said, pointing to a thick black line that undulated through northwest Maine.
You think wrong, the cowboy informed her, unless you've managed to cover 100 miles since you picked me up. They both knew she'd come nowhere near that. I went off the road right about here. He fixed a lean, blunt-tipped finger on a spot some distance from her thick black line.
But I wasn't supposed to be there at all, Lily protested. Her voice shrank. I must have missed a turn.
You must have missed more than one. That's quite a feat.
I followed the road. Where it turned, I turned.
You were supposed to stay on the main drag.
I thought the turns were the main drag. In case you haven't noticed, the visibility's awful.
That's because we're surrounded by trees.
He seemed to have an answer for everything. She tried a few of her own. It's because the storm's worsening. And what were you doing when I made those wrong turns? Maybe if you hadn't been sleeping.
Goddamn thing doesn't look like much of a road at all, he decided, ignoring her accusation. He studied what he could of the landscape.
Lily was beginning to tremble. It has to be. I was following something.
Damned if I know what it was,
he growled and speared her with a condemning look.
Damned if I know where we are. Damned if I know how we're gonna be found. You didn't listen to the weather, you didn't get gas, and you didn't bother to stay on the main road. Baby, when you blow it, you really blow it.
He sat back in his seat, returning his glare to the window.
Just my luck to be picked up by a spoiled little rich girl.
Lily had never been that in her life. The irony of his thinking it would have made her laugh if he hadn't followed up with, fancy car, fancy clothes, fancy face. He turned his head slowly her way.
And no brains.
The tension inside her burst into anger. I had enough brains to pick you up.
No brains there. It was a stupid thing to do. You don't know a thing about me. For all you know, I'm a killer.
If that were true, I'd have been dead by now, and I'm not. So where would you be if I hadn't stopped?
In someone else's car, safe and warm and on my way north.
Or frozen to death by the side of the road.
It's not that cold.
Good, she said, raising her head a notch. Then you can get out of my car and walk. If you're in such a rush to get to wherever it is you're going, be my guest. Hoof it. You're not much use to me anyway. You couldn't even push my car out of a rut. His dark face came closer.
Rut? You call what we're in a rut?